Is that the love between a man and a woman, or the love of a man for a fine Cuban cigar?
I bring you love.
It's bringing love. Don't let it get away.
Break its legs.
Wait! You want an alien? This is your alien.
Hello, children. I bring you love.
It's a monster! Kill it! Kill it!
It's not a monster. It's Mr. Burns.
Oh, it's Mr. Burns. Kill it! Kill it!
No, let me...
The Widowmaker. Oh, that one's for the ladies. Spinebuster, boring. Woo, Colostomizer. Hey, don't hurt me. Here's my wallet.
Hi, diddly ho, shucks in boots.
Flanders? That suit's a little revealing, isn't it?
Well, it allows for maximum mobility. Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all.
Quit it! Must wash eyes! Uh-oh. Okay, don't panic. Remember what the instructor said.
If you ever get into trouble, all you need to do is...
Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Stupid sexy Flanders! Ow, my leg! This is the worst pain ever! Go! Go! Ah! 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 Jingle!
Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's so weird when I'm by myself. Mike is running a little bit late. Let's push this camera back a bit. Yeah, you know what it is? I don't like the solo layout. That's what I think it is. Anyway, let's say hello to everyone. I'm angry today. Lots of things I'm angry about, so that's going to be fun for everybody. Eric Weathers in the house. Always good to see Eric. I feel like I don't see him anymore since we don't do that show. It's a shame. Nora and Rad, good to see you, dude. Micro's here. Hyper Wizard. Crackhead's in the house. Good show earlier. Good show. Jay Ryan. Looking for the latest news on the wheel. Yes. Wheel news. Real news. We have some. McGregor Bull. Good to see you, man. I don't know if I've seen you in a while. It's been a minute. Perth's in the house. Hold my hand? No, not my hand. Not my hand. Scrolling down. I said Michael, didn't I? Fowler's in the house. How you going, Fowler? Maromi, Bretsky, Mo Biggs, Jim Cox. Dude, thank you so much for the memberships, man. Appreciate it. You're a legend. Absolute legend. Nicholas Greer, Relentless Tin Soldier. I still remember. Voyagers in the house. Stephen Rockwood. Oh, look at all these members. Fantastic. Gluminati, your package landed in the US, my friend. Your package landed in the US. Camera is off center. I don't know if that's any better or not. Yeah. So, gosh, so angry today. Do you ever just get angry? Like, do you ever like reach a limit where like, you know, you're happy, you're cool, some things annoy you, and then you just like, you've reached a point and you just get pissed off at everything? That's where I was today. But before we get into that, because, you know, it's better to explain it to Bancroft. Let's do an update on the wheel. We have this bad boy, which Mike has done, and he's cut it all out for me to keep me safe, which is very important with the scissors. As you can see, we have these will go on the actual wheel. So let me grab it. It's just over here. So instead of having these awesome LGBTQ colors, we'll have these things right here. So you'll actually know who you're getting when you land on it. I think it's really cool. I'm really looking forward to doing this. The plan is Mike is going to have the website set up by, let's say, it's the 11th now. So let's say by Monday, he'll have it all ready to go. We'll collect signups for roughly a month, and then we'll start doing the draws. And the plan is we'll do 1 or 2 draws a day, I think. So there's 17 odd prizes. So that'll be like a week. It'll be like a week. We'll start on Bancrofts, and then we'll go to whoever is on the wheel that wants to have us on. So we might go from Bancrofts, do 1 or 2 draws there, then head over to Kelsey's would be awesome because Kelsey's super popular. Then Joe, then Phil, then Crackhead. It doesn't matter. That's the idea. Mandy. It doesn't matter who it is. Just it'll be really cool to do it that way. So yeah, that's the plan. Really happy. It's Cam says just like everything, it starts great and gets corporate. Yeah, I feel you, dude. I feel you. I mean, that had some real bogan charm. Replace the cardboard clicker with a piece of ice cream container. Okay. You want a little bit of bogan in it, is what you're telling me. All right, I can do that. I can do that. You're gonna be a slave to that wheel. It's gonna be interesting. Like, so all my ideas in my head are brilliant. They're like, Da Vinci level genius in my head. Whether they actually play out that way is a completely different story. So that's what I'm going for. I think it's going to be awesome. I hope everyone really gets into it. And if it's really good, I'd like to do it like, every 4 to 6 months with different creators, like spread it really around. And that would be really cool. Mo says, yes, Rob, I used to reach that limit about halfway through the Wellerman. Oh, dude, sorry. Do you like the new Simpsons stuff though? That's good. Jay Ryan says the professionalism is out of character, off brand. God, yeah, I know, isn't it? I mean, don't tell me you want me to keep this wheel. You don't. You want to have it look like that. Come on. That's really schmick. It's really schmick. Lewis is in the house. Good to see you, man. How are you guys? How are you guys? What is going on with you? So I might as well get into one of the things I'm angry about. I'm not going to name names, and you're going to want me to because that's what you want. You want me to name names, so I'm not going to. Let's just say I was waiting on a crowdfunded book, and I don't care if books are late. Personally, like, it doesn't really bother me. What did really piss me off, though, was the majority backers got their book a year ago. I just received mine today because I'm in Australia, right? And apparently they couldn't ship it because Australia wasn't accepting packages, which is not the case. That was true for maybe a month during that whole COVID period. So that's what they said. Absolute BS. Didn't believe it. A whole year we had to wait for this book. And this applies to probably all Australians who backed it. And what annoys me about it is I consider the person a friend. And I think the person they're using, the company that they've used is not doing best by them, right? And that pisses me off. But the thing that really pissed me off, right? If you have a product or a book that's a year late, right, I would expect, as a good customer service idea, to throw in some extras, right? Doesn't have to be much. Just like, hey, dude, sorry you had to wait an extra year. Here's some extras. So that didn't happen. No extras for Rob. It's even worse than that, though. They didn't actually include what I ordered in the perk in the delivery, which was crazy because considering it was I ordered some original art and that wasn't included, and I had to wait a year for it. So that is the one thing that's pissed me off today. I sent them a really I don't want to say nasty email, but it wasn't nice. It wasn't a nice email. I said, it's probably the worst crowdfunding experience I've had. Because like I said, I don't mind waiting. I can wait for books. It's the fact that you're being made to wait after everyone else has got their book. That really pissed me off. Mo says, yeah, Rob, don't name names, but if you got any books recently, show us. A strongly worded letter. Who is Rob mad at? Who isn't Rob mad at? Who isn't? Show us what you got. So, I mean, if you're in Australia and you back this book, you're probably going to get it soon, or you might already have just got it. So if you might know who that is. But yeah, like I really like this person, and it's just like, dude, you know, they're making you look bad, and that pisses me off because you're my friend, and that's bullshit. They shouldn't do that to you. How's your father says mail can't be delivered to the upside down. It's not your boy, Zach. It's been a long time since I backed one of his books, I got to say. I hope it's Long Harbor. God damn. Just got your Kozor email. Yeah, I was wondering where that's gone, Cam. Like, I want my Kozor too. I legit just spilled water all over myself. I hope everyone took that. Got to see that as well. Scrolling down. Camel. Rob's friend. That narrows it down to 3. You think I have 3 friends, Cam? That is so... thanks, dude. Man. Oh, jeez. Jeez. Yeah. That's amazing. It's EVS. That's not EVS. It's not EVS. Don't start a fight that I can't handle or want. Jay Ryan says, I backed Zach's dollar book and got the cuffs book with it. LOL. Cool. Pete Callan says, appreciate you streaming when no one else is for 5. Thank you, Pete. I appreciate that, man. That's awesome. Yeah, so I mean, are you guys excited for the wheel? Is this just Rob talking out loud, being excited for it himself? Are you excited to win some art from, you know, Patrick, Shelby, Mandy, Kelsey? Is that exciting you guys? Is that exciting you? Mo says, Rob considers EVS a close friend because he called him a great artist. Yeah, he did, didn't he? I don't think he's called many people great artists. So, I mean, that's a boon. I made it, Mike. I did it all by myself.
You've been streaming this whole time?
Close to. I might have come in like 3 or 4 minutes late, but I kept it. I didn't shoot through all my topics in 15 minutes. We still have a few to go.
Wow, I'm seriously impressed. I thought I'd come in and you'd just be sitting here waiting.
Oh,
what do you think?
Dude, it's gonna be sick. We've had some blowback from the chat though.
Why?
They're like, you've sold out. You've gone corporate.
What do you mean?
It's way too professional and, you know, polished. There's no boganness to it.
It's pieces of paper cut out. Is that not bogan? I'm sorry, I used a fancy color laser printer. I apologize.
That looks great though, man. Is this a printer at your house that you have, or is this a work printer? Or is that a no?
Yeah.
Comment?
Yeah, it's a printer at my house that I definitely used. And I did not use any company paper or company facilities.
Or time, or company time as well.
We don't care about that.
You don't want to be a time thief.
No.
I was telling people that I was upset about the fact that I just received a book a year later than other people received it, and the fact that I ordered original sketch with it and it didn't come. And I'm like, you've got to be joking, man. Like I was saying basically, I don't mind books being late, right? That's okay. I mean, it's not ideal. It happens. But when you're made to wait an extra year longer than all the other backers because you live in Australia, you can't ship here, even though that's not true, that pisses me off. And then the fact is that you would think, right, Bancroft, if you're sending something a year late, you chuck in some extras, you know, like as a thank you or a sorry. Nothing. They didn't even put my order together correctly.
Yeah, for a company that goes around priding themselves on how they get books out on time, as opposed to others. It's are we saying the company, or are we keeping it?
I haven't said it, right, because like it's my friend's book, right? The reason the reason why I'm so pissed off about it is because it makes him look bad, and it's not his fault, but that pisses me off.
Yes, I understand. It's you don't want to put him in an awkward position, but it's pretty dodgy. And for them to say, oh, it's because Australia wasn't accepting shipments, that was from only the USPS. So UPS and DHL and I think Pirate Ship have managed it somehow. I think a lot of them were still getting things through. There was a delay, sure. There was a price increase, sure. But people got around that. Patrick Thomas Parnell was facing a $1,500 bill at this exact time. And he got in touch with me and we managed to sort it out and we got books here. And there you go. So for them to say, oh, it's a year late because of that. No, that lasted a couple of months, if that, a month. And then it reopened. There were some countries that I remember Ireland, from Australia to Ireland, we couldn't get books there.
No,
there were people waiting on the Lucent 8 months later because we just couldn't get books there. There was one to Macedonia. I had to ship a book to France to Mel's mother, and then she had to reship it from France to Macedonia because for some reason we couldn't get books from Australia to Macedonia, but you could get them from the EU to Macedonia. You just these are the things you have to do. You can't let people wait a year after other people have already gotten them. I agree.
A couple of super chats. Adam Kemmer says for 2, is this like those ham raffles at Easter? What the hell are those, Bancroft? Ham raffles? Is that an American thing? Do we have ham raffles here?
We have Lamington drives.
Right, okay. Name names. I think I just did, Nicholas, for 2. Thank you. Pete Cullen says, this shit only happens to Rob. I love it. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
I got a couple of books recently, and I'm very happy that I received them. I don't know if you want to move on from your ranting, but...
Dude, I've got so many more things to yell at. It's like...
Oh. Well, can I just show off a couple of things that I received recently? I got this.
I can't even read what that is, dude. Is that Ballad of the Celestials?
Ballad of the Celestials, yes. I know, they've copped a bit of flack from the old logo, but it looks very cool there. And, I got a metal trading card and a sketch card. And, hello, talking about hardcovers.
Yeah, man.
It got here.
I love that book, dude. That's one of my favorites. I think it's just put together so well. Yeah, like the whole thing. Like, I know it's a pin-up book and that's all it is, but it's put together so well that
Jim Cox asked, did PTP's books actually survive a trip to Australia? All of them did. Books, figures. Who else have I helped out? Matt Fowler. I've helped out. I'm forgetting his name. Damn it. I'm sorry. It's been a long day at work. I want to find my book. Look, this is one of my favorites. Stump. Nathan from Stump. A bunch of others as well. They've all come fine. And I think I'll be helping out Von Klaus. I'll be helping out Camel.
Yeah, nice.
Look at that. Some rad piece there. That's Tommy Robinson, isn't it? Tommy Patterson.
Patterson,
yeah. That's a different guy.
Looks like a death metal band logo.
It does a bit. And if I ever want to lie in the sun.
Oh, you went all out, didn't you? Look at you.
Well, it's got my character on it, so I had to. I've got to hang this up somewhere. Look, there's Ella. Yeah, I got to find a place to. I might have to retire Battle Brick Road in black and white. But I got to figure out a way to hang it up there without damaging it.
Pete Calvin missed the book we were talking about. I'll show you the company again. All right, Pete. That's the company there. Come on. You can read that. You can read it. John says, how long before we get a 2,000 piece puzzle? That's a good idea.
Puzzle wheel. You got to put the 2,000 pieces together to make a puzzle wheel. Eric says you'd better not. I've got to hang it somewhere. I mean, do I just hang it over my bookshelf?
Yeah, the book's great. I really like the book. It's not issue 2.
Give me a second. I'll hang it over my bookshelf.
Hang it over your Victoria Bitter sign.
No.
To see how that looks. Put it.
I can still hear you.
That's great. But there's 53 people here, which is great. Thank you all for showing up here this time. I just want to say I don't want to miss any chats. PTP's of Total Pro is always giving me more than I expect. He's killing it lately, man. He's absolutely just murdering it. There are some people that are just absolutely killing it at the moment. PTP is one of them. Mandy, Reedy, really amazing stuff. Rob's trying to burn down Bancroft's she shed. Yes. Yeah.
All right, let's see how this looks. Ready?
Mm-hmm. That's no good.
Why?
It's really dark and looks crap.
What do you want me to do about it?
Get some light on it. Okay. I want to share this with you, Bancroft. You may have already seen it. It's just like... If you had a button, Bancroft, that got rid of all the fucking morons in the world, would you press it?
No, I wouldn't.
Wouldn't you? Really?
No, because that would be a genocide on a monumental scale.
I'm not saying kill them. That's where your head went to. I'm just saying get rid of them. Maybe send them to a different planet. No? All right.
What about folks
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
But are not women, like trans people?
Just turn into camel knights.
Saying when this issue affects more than women.
Because there are two genders, male and female.
This issue affects more than women. It affects trans men. It affects genderqueer folks.
Women.
Look at that guy at the front.
I am not a woman, and I have a womb.
You are a woman.
I
you
know.
do have
No.
Next question.
I mean, like...
Would you have gotten up and yelled, Rob?
I don't even know what I wouldn't be in that
I
class.
like how you're just discovering that there's this massive culture war raging all around you.
Dude, I take
Poor
great
Rob
lengths.
Is
Great
just,
lengths to avoid all this shit.
Yeah, well, you better start believing in it, because you better start believing in a culture war. You're in one. I like Jay Ryan said, if Bancroft pressed the button, Rob would disappear. Yeah, see, that's why I said no. I don't want you just disappearing like that. I don't want to Thanos snap you.
Mo says, would you kill Rob Bancroft? Just like I hope that clip was a one-off. It was, Mo. It was. Rob's in a new world. It's just like, oh my God, man, just go away. Go somewhere else. I just don't want to hear about this stuff. It's just
Back in the day when that stuff first started happening, I'm thinking kind of 2011, and everyone was laughing at it. It was the source of a lot of cringe videos and stuff, and everyone said, "Oh my God, look how crazy these people are." And sometimes you would talk about it whenever you would bring it up, and it's an argument, and always everyone would say, that's just idiots at college. They'll get into the real world and they'll find out that it doesn't work like that. And I was like, oh, that was the wrong thing to do, because now they are out and they run HR departments and they run there's whole companies now where you're required to have your pronouns in your email thing. It's not an option.
Just a joke. I feel like we need another world war, and there needs to be a draft again. Give
Be
some
careful.
people.
Zach got cancelled in 2017 for saying that.
Seriously? Oh, God.
No, he got it. He did get a lot of flack for saying we need another war to sort the men out from the boys.
NTM says my pronouns are top G. You're familiar with Andrew Tate, aren't you, Bancroft?
Yeah. I'm familiar with him. Yeah.
Noah is a big fan. Influencing our younger members. Dangerous times. I thought I had that.
Noah and Andrew Tate are not two entities that I would assume would go together. You know?
I thought I had that saved, that chick that got cancelled and refunded. Do you have that somewhere? Terrible thing
Nina?
to wish for. Just joking.
I think it's Nina something. Let me look.
Michael's still excited about the wheel. Awesome. What color is your Bugatti? Wow. Adam says, my day job requests that we wear pronoun badges. It's only voluntary for now, but things may change. Why can't we just call people by their names? Like, is that just insane?
No, because they would need to know what you identify as. I put it in the private chat. Yeah, because the other day I was responding to a comment and someone, I think it was either Snuggy or Ravener, and he said someone about the person who'd made a complaint. I couldn't remember if it was a he, a her, an it, a them. So I just referred to them as they. And I always felt like this just feels gross now. I don't like they've ruined being able to refer to anyone when you don't know their gender. Like, oh, go down and see the postman. You don't know if it's going to be a man or a woman, so you just say they. But now I reread that comment and like, oh, it sounds like I'm affirming their genderlessness or something. I don't know. It really puts me off.
I mean, just like I don't care enough about you as a person to care about your pronouns. That's the way I feel.
That's not how I feel about it. I'm not on board with the whole ideology. Even if I do care about you enough, it's got nothing to do with that.
What are people saying? I don't like referring to one person as they. It's not what the word means. Everything is ruined. Does it grind your gears, Michael Bancroft?
It takes a lot to grind my gears. No, probably not. And
you know what really grinds my gears?
That's pretty good. All right, I got more things to be angry about, but let's get to this because this makes me angry anyway. This is Nina Polly. I don't know her. I don't know her book. I don't know what she is. I don't really care.
It's irrelevant.
Yeah, apparently she's leftist, Bancroft.
No. No.
No? I mean, I don't look at any of that stuff.
She's a satirist. I don't know if it's definitely not leftist. I don't know if politically it's revealed, but certainly not on board with the whole gender anyone can be a man, anyone can be a woman, women can have penises, men can have babies thing. So her comic was satirizing that. It fell 100% into satire, which comics has not even comics. I mean, really, comics has 100-year plus tradition of that. There you go. Micra has it. She was a leftist, but has been run out of the club, so more politically homeless. Probably more akin to someone like J.K. Rowling, who is on the left, but because of this one issue that she won't budge on, then they're kind of like denounced by the leftists, but they're not really centrist, or they're definitely not conservative. So, but either way, that's irrelevant. That's all irrelevant. Like, satire there's a long standing tradition of satire in comics. So, that should be protected. Now, having said that, Indiegogo is probably the last place right now that you think you should be able to put this sort of stuff onto a site, because they're, you know what they're like.
Yeah, they've gone off.
But this is taking it to a whole nother level. I mean, what they did here is outrageous.
Jim says her profile said that she was a Rowling level turf. Satire or not, that isn't a very good idea for a creator. What happened here is
it's fine. It's fine if you want to be a creator. Like, go for it. I got nothing against that. I think all people should be able to do it. But yeah, if you're gonna do it and go on and to have that and go on Indiegogo, you're asking for trouble. And I guess they got it.
Okay, she says, I successfully raised 150% of my comic book goal on Indiegogo. The campaign officially ended Tuesday. I just ordered books from the printer. Indiegogo just cancelled the campaign, refunded the donors with no appeal. All the money, funders, orders gone. Crazy. Then we've got here, it says, hi, Nina51. We refunded all or a portion of your funds raised for your campaign. Agents at Hag, comic book, blah, blah, blah. Our trust and safety team, they're so great, have determined your project doesn't comply with Indiegogo's terms of service. We are refunding all undisbursed funds back to your backers. I mean, what can you even say to that, Pancross? Like, what? God.
People might want to say, well, it's a private company. They can do what they want. I don't think that extends to this. This, to me, is beyond the pale. This is, like I said, it's outrageous. It's absolutely outrageous. And I hope they can do something about. I don't think they will, because I don't think the amount of money being discussed here is terribly much. I think it's about $1,500 or $2,000 or something. I would definitely have her on the show, John. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, it's absolute, bullshit and concerning. Let's just say, because we thought it was an escalation when they went from shadow banning to what did they do? Like no indexing, unsearchable. Like, they've really been escalating on Indiegogo, and to do this. Because it's not, I mean, Indiegogo is a facilitator. You pay them a fee and they facilitate your making transactions with other people, customers, backers, or whatever. Yeah, I agree with Jay Ryan. They need to be held accountable in some way. I don't know exactly what way, but yeah, it's pretty outrageous. And I don't just think you can say in this case, well, it's, terms of service, blah, blah, blah. I think they crossed the line on this time.
probably shouldn't say stuff that people have told us in back rooms, but I'm going to, and I'm not gonna get specific with it. But I've been told that their intention is to get rid of CG off the platform, and that the way they're going to do it is just ignore us until we go away.
Yeah, I mean that's in line with everything that they've every action that they've taken thus far.
Yeah,
and this isn't CG related, but it's sort of, the reason why they don't like Comicsgate is because we don't align with their politics, essentially. And this is this falls in that same category. They have their guidelines and terms of service safety thing, and now they've just sort of taken it to the next level here. They didn't even just shadow ban, they just up and closed it. Didn't Kickstarter do the same thing though with Private American?
I don't know. I don't know
what the deal is with. It's not the same because with Kickstarter they don't actually take any money until it's
till the
over.
end. Yeah.
So there's much more of a gray area. But look, what's to stop Indiegogo doing this to a much bigger campaign, $100,000 campaign? Someone in Comicsgate. I don't know.
Is that gonna stop them? $100,000 or $1 million? Because we all know where this is going to head.
No, I'm just saying.
We all know this is where this is going to go, right? Like who they're going to kick off the platform eventually, be like the last person they.
Well, yeah, we'll see. I mean, to me, it's clear that they just they're taking the line of, we're just going to pretend like CG doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how it looks like to me anyway. So I don't know. Look, this is, like I said, even though I agree, I think it's egregious. And, if money was no object, I think Nina should, and it looks like she's asking for help from fire.org and the comic, what's it called? The Comic Legal Defense Fund. If money was no object and it was just purely on principle, yeah, I think they should take this further. That's probably not the case. And, to engage lawyers and everything would cost tens of thousands of dollars. So I don't know if that's going to happen here, but I think for if you are CG and we want to put something on Indiegogo, you've got to make it as apolitical as possible to exist on the platform. You'll still get shadow banned, most likely.
And you probably have to factor in, or at least consider, the fact that this potentially could happen to you. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and like, don't be surprised.
Yeah.
If this happens to you.
Yeah. Like, wait till you actually receive your money before you go and place $20,000 worth of stock orders. That kind of shit. Like, seriously. Because like this could like, I mean, probably not in her case, because the amount of money she had wasn't a huge amount. Not the point. But like, if it was $20,000 and you just put $20,000 of stock down and you don't have the money for that, I mean, that could put you in some serious financial trouble.
Absolutely.
Some good questions in here. Do you like my comment, Bancroft? I liked it. I said,
we'll see.
Dear valued customer, we are cancelling your campaign because it doesn't meet our trust and safety guidelines. We will not tell you specifically what the issue was, but if you guess it randomly, it might have been that.
Yeah, that's from the customer happiness agents. That's what they call themselves. Yeah, you're right. We know why it was the turf thing. But it's a turf thing now. What will it be in a month? Like, what's their breaking point? When does it get to the point where like, oh, we're gonna shadow ban you, but you can still search for you, and then it goes, oh no, now we're gonna shadow ban you and no index you.
Yeah.
And now with this person's like, we're gonna just nuke your whole thing. Like, where's the line? No one knows. It's all in that vague cloud of trust and safety.
And that was the problem for such a long time too. Like everyone was under the impression that was like, you know, it was a glitch or an error or there's something weird's happening, but no one really knew until kind of, I don't want to say like the last 3 months plus roughly, that everyone is actually getting fucked over intentionally, I think. I don't know. Eric says, should we even continue using them? Fans aren't having it. That is a very fucking interesting question, Bancroft.
Yeah, obviously I've asked that question a lot. And the chat seems pretty divided on that. Engineer Record says, stop giving people who hate you your money. I think it's that I'm going to leave that up to the backer. So I don't like the idea of us retreating into smaller and smaller areas of the internet as each corporation flexes their muscles on us. I think we've done that before. We retreated away from Kickstarter because they fucked Zach and John and Brett over. And we sort of found ourselves stuck on Indiegogo, which is not clearly where we want to be stuck. Look, I know a bunch of you are going to disagree with me in the chat here, but my philosophy going forward is go everywhere and leave it up to the backers. Because I know you guys, I see Jasper's really passionate about it. I see Engineer Wrecker is. I know a lot of you guys are really passionate about it. You do not want to give your money to companies that hate you. I respect that. I say as creators, give that power to the backer. So this, I mean, I've done polls on Twitter. I've done polls on YouTube. I've asked people plenty of times. I read all the comments. There's still, a percentage of people here in the chat who would prefer to back on Indiegogo. There's tons of people out there who don't know any of this is going on, and they're not going to go back you on your own site. There's people who would prefer to back you on Kickstarter. So, I think you're probably, as a creator, you're probably costing yourself money by just retreating away to your own little place, especially considering barely any of us have the kind of platform that we would need to purely sustain campaigns on our own platforms, not without significant help from much larger people like Ethan or Eric or whoever it is promoting you. So yeah, that's my philosophy. I know a lot of you might disagree. Ali points out first timers, it's just not really an option for them to just run it on their unknown website as an unknown creator who's never funded anything before. I think, that's a really hard thing to overcome. So that's where I stand on that. Rob, you're muted.
That's who I'd be really worried about, the first timers. Like, you, me, Camel, everyone who's done it a couple of times, kind of, we can probably do it to ourselves to an extent, but all these people who are trying to break in for the first time, that's going to be really rough, man. To get backers to trust them on their own independent site is tough. I think it really is. Adam Kemper 5 says, Indiegogo is just playing games with us. Guess the pronoun of the SJW that shadow banned you, and it might not get lifted.
Oh, they're They're doing something. I don't think they're playing a game. I think they're deadly serious about it.
Yeah.
I think they want us gone. And
Yeah.
but they're not gonna do it out overt, because they know that we're just gonna go onto YouTube and talk about it, and it's going to appear on a whole bunch of website articles, and they don't want that.
There'd probably be legal repercussions too if they came out and said it, right?
Yeah.
By not saying anything, they go into that gray area of bullshit that they can try and get away with this stuff. Fucking hell, it pisses me off. 40% Z, never attribute malice to what can be explained with stupidity. I gave them 2 weeks, and it became obvious it was malicious, which should have triggered a suit, forcing them to respond. Cam says, I'll avoid Indiegogo at all costs now. If there's an alternative site to purchase, that's where I'm going. GoFundMo is our only hope, says Vanessa. Good to see you, dude. How does Indiegogo know that a campaign is CG? I don't know, man. It really wouldn't be that hard to figure out. They could look on Twitter and figure it out. They could look at YouTube videos.
I think that's exactly what they do.
Yeah. Jasper says, I don't care about the political element. I don't trust them as a business. That's fair enough too.
Yeah, and that's why, exactly why. And I'm reading all your guys' comment here. So if you're a creator and you're able to offer options, offer it through your own platform, offer it on Kickstarter, offer it on Indiegogo. There's a new one coming up by Luke Stone. There will be more in the future. Diversify, get out there, and hopefully in the aggregate you end up with more, because there's people who browse Kickstarter that never head over to Indiegogo.
Yeah.
And even if that's just a couple of extra $1,000, I don't know, maybe it's probably worth it.
Would you agree with this statement, Bancroft, that it could be a blessing in disguise?
I've said that. I don't know if I'd say that again. I'd probably say there's a silver lining, which is subtly different in that it is a dark cloud, but at the very least, it has definitely kicked us up our butts, lit a fire under our asses to stop being so complacent and putting all our eggs in the one basket, especially when that basket starts rotting from underneath and then getting shaken around by some malicious wokeite who really, obviously doesn't care about any sort of sense of decency or fairness in business. Business ethics. Remember that from Billy Madison? Anyway.
I think too, like, one of the reasons why it kind of stings a little bit for a lot of people is that the whole thing that happened with Kickstarter and Zach and John Malin, no one ever says and John Malin. They just talk about Zach. But John Malin.
I said and Brett. And Kelsey.
Yeah.
Kelsey had like, I don't know how many, but a lot of pages in that book.
I think my point was, I think that people didn't expect it to happen on this platform because they seem very happy to have us. That obviously has changed, and that can change whichever company you go to, Bancroft, now. So you don't put all your eggs in one basket because there's no loyalty, there's no trust, especially in business. It's just bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm really far behind. I'm really far behind the chat, so let me get through it. It makes marketing more difficult. Yeah, it does. It does. But I mean, at least those platforms have some sort of natural window shopping at them. Like Kickstarter has natural window shopping. At the moment, all Indiegogo is a order payment service. What's it called, Bank?
Yeah.
Give me the word, because they're offering nothing else. That's it. That's
payment
all they're
processor.
Doing. Payment processor. Ali says, good to see you, dude. Ali says, first timers just can't do our own platform. I agree, but maybe with the right promotion, like on the right channels, maybe you can get away with it. I don't know. I guess it's something that people are going to have to try and do. Kickstarter is probably going to be a good option for first timers. I mean, lots of natural backers on there, natural traffic. Engineer Wrecker says, I back something like 240 campaigns on Indiegogo. I'm happy to spend my money elsewhere. I mean, it's just money they're flushing down the toilet. They're not going to get anymore. Mo says
Kickstarter gets 18.4 million monthly visitors.
Yeah.
Like you can't compete with that with your own site. Now, obviously, you're not getting 18 million people looking at your campaign, but even if you capture a tiny percentage that just see your thumbnail, that's something. Now, and before that, I don't know, Indiegogo, I think is about a 10th the size of Kickstarter, maybe even less, a 20th, I don't know. But yeah, you used to have your thumbnail there. If someone's interested in comics, it's likely that they would see it. Now they're not going to. It's a shame.
John says, Michael, how do we know that being on Indiegogo helps? I think that being on YouTube brings a lot more engagement than someone randomly looking at IGG. We've talked about this quickly before Michael responds about their statistics and data tracking, Mike. They all conveniently seem to line up against over a majority of different creators. Like there's like a 20% from Explore section, and that applies to Mike, to me, to Phil. I mean, it's all a bit sus. I don't know. What do you think, Mike?
We don't know the exact number, but there is a number. There's a reason why we do the 30-day refresh thing and then 60-day. There's something about Indiegogo that does get it in front of people. Now, a lot of that, yes, has to do with the fact that we kind of promote at those times as well, really heavily, do the big shows. But there is something. I don't know what the number is. It's probably significantly less now that with the shadow banning. I mean, definitely significantly less. But yeah, it's not nothing. And the reality is that there are people who would just much prefer, or maybe even only back you through Indiegogo. So not giving them that option, I think creators will be costing themselves as well, at least while it's there.
Get over it for 5. Thank you so much, man. Tomorrow, Pete Sametti is launching Alterna Comics Winter 2023 on both Indiegogo and the Alterna site. Also back Mark Hurley's Heroes. Cool.
Oh, that's interesting to see he's launching them at the same time. I want to see how that goes because I don't know whether to do the same thing, same time or staggered or what. I don't know.
We were talking about that. I don't think there's a right answer until you do it. Like someone has to do it, and I know people have done it before, but it's a bit of a different landscape at the moment. Jim says it's time to start figuring a way out of crowdfunding.
I don't see that happening anytime soon. It's not that it couldn't happen, but yeah, especially for newcomers as well, because these books cost anywhere between $10,000 to $20,000 to $30,000 to produce, depending on what you're doing. And your average guy like Rob or I we just wouldn't be here otherwise. Not to mention the hundreds of others, who are even less reputation or audience than we do.
Michael says, Graham Nolan said he would use both Indiegogo and Kickstarter because he didn't want to leave money on the table. Yep. Cam, I'll never hold Diversifying over any credit. You guys do you, and I'll do me.
Wow, yeah, really far behind.
Yeah. Back in the day, there were merits to only using Indiegogo. Like, we're all in one platform. We all stick together, blah, blah, blah. Now, not the same thing. And not because we're not sticking together, it's because the platform's fucking us, basically. I'm just going to scroll down. I'm sorry if I've missed a lot of chats here. Lots of comments, which is great. Why can't a platform just be a platform? Yeah, it happens to all of them, though. They start off small. They're willing to do whatever they want. They're happy to have people. Then they get to a certain size. Then they're like, maybe we should have some ethics and morals. And let's just let some random people decide what they will be.
There's a rule. There's like a internet rule out there that says any corporation that isn't explicitly conservative will eventually be taken over by leftists. So even if it's like completely apolitical at the start, unless it's explicitly conservative, it will eventually be converged by SJWs.
Nolan Lockhart for 20. Thank you so much, man, for the Wheel of Misfortune Fund. Thank you, dude. You're a legend. Wow. You're an absolute legend.
Where's that $20 going to go? Actually, I have an idea where that $20 can go. we'll talk about it later.
What do you mean 20? And my $20, you put your $20 in the.
He gave it for the fund.
I've already spent lots of money on this wheel. I mean, the wheels don't make themselves. God, we're going to do a promo video, Bancroft. It's going to be just hilarious. Well, I'm going to find it hilarious, and hopefully some other people will as well. We'll see. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's cool. I don't think anyone takes offense to that. He says, Babylon Booby says, no offense, been shouting at you guys to make your own platforms for years. Yeah. There wasn't a huge need for it when everything was good. It's when things start turning to shit, then you kind of fucked, aren't you? Ravner says, Indiegogo doesn't want comic books. 5% of a 10K campaign isn't worth the trouble. Makes perfect sense to me, dude. It really does.
Well, it would be just free money for them, except they're worried about how it looks to their big investors to have us naughty comic skaters crowdfunding on their platform.
Scrolling down. What's the deal with Rob's I don't know. It's glitching. It's weird though, because I have the exact same camera as Bancroft, and yet mine glitches randomly.
Yeah, because you're on a PC.
Oh, don't
to
start
upgrade
this.
to a superior machine.
Don't start this Mac bullshit. Macs and not PCs. Boo Ranch says, for new creators, I recommend a big platform, but for established creators, definitely build your own website. Anything else on that? That was an interesting one. Lots of people, lots of comments, lots of people thinking. Anything else, Mike?
You read that.
Mo's one. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, no, read them all.
Oh, Hyperwizard says, I don't think they're worried about investors. I think an opportunist leftist saw a chance to take advantage of another corp as a personal weapon. I don't know, man.
Yeah, who could know?
Could just be the connecting cable. Yeah, I'll look into that. Mo says, I heard
covered in Coke Zero.
I heard the Replicator blowjob machine has threatened to pull their business from IGG if the other Replicator is allowed to continue funding theirs. Yes.
Yeah, they're a much bigger campaign than yours.
It's kind of, what you can do. Yeah. Why did some people get upset at Clint Stoker for even suggesting also to crowdfund on Kickstarter? Now many people are doing Kickstarter, Indiegogo. I haven't seen Clint on any CG streams. That was a really shit reaction, I think, is the way to put it.
It was weird because I'd done
blown way out of proportion.
A lot. I'd done a year of streams asking that exact same. You can go back into my stream history, and it's full of me saying, "Is it time we go to Kickstarter?" And every time it was like, "Fuck no, all right, okay." And I come back and I was like, "Should we go to Kickstarter?" And so I'm like, "Oh, nah." So yeah, it was really weird for a while, and then there was a stream on Leroy's where we spent ages on it, and it was no issue. But yeah, when Clint brought it up, it somehow blew up into this big thing.
Well, it might have been my fault a little bit as well, because I had John on to talk about Kickstarter.
Yeah, John was like the most anti-Kickstarter guy. Understandably, it was his. It was his campaign that got screwed over by him. But yeah, unfortunate.
But yeah, it got blown way out of control, like way out of proportion.
Mo says people weren't upset at Clint Stoker for that. They're upset because Clint is such an outspoken firebrand.
All right, let's read these super chats and then we'll get back to that. Because no one's really talked about that whole thing, but it's kind of crap. Adam Kemper for 5. I'm with you, Rob. I tell the kids at Christmas that Apple products are electronic leprosy. Nolan for 20 again. Here are some of Camel's taxes since he's away. Don't tell him that. Thanks, man. You're a legend.
Any of them going to come my way?
No. Oh. You've got your own people. Leave Nolan for me.
Yeah, but I've been sick for a while and I haven't been streaming as much.
No one cares. No one cares. Does Clint want to be on shows? I don't think so, man. I mean, I don't want to speak.
He doesn't like streaming. He
Yeah.
he ended up having to leave the CG team stream just like I did. So yeah, he doesn't really stream on his own channel either. It's just not his thing. It's not his thing.
I don't want to speak for Clint because obviously I'm not Clint, but I would imagine if I received the reaction that Clint received for asking a question, I would be pretty pissed off. But you know, who knows? Clint didn't leave CG. Yeah, he's still here. He's just doing his own thing, and they're not huge on doing streams like Bancroft said. Clint has been on Perch and Thinking Critical.
Boob Rancher asks, I think if you guys go Kickstarter and SJW's notice, they'll mass flag you. There's a bunch of people who seem to do pretty well over there. Billy Tucci, Patrick raised 26,000 over there for Last of the Seekers. Private American got taken down, but we know why that happened. We know how that happened, and you can kind of tell from the subject matter of the book that it probably was going to happen, as shitty as it is, as much as I disagree with that happening. But I think most of us would be fine. I think most of us would be fine. Which is weird.
I don't know, Eric. If Eric, you have anything you want to say about that, I'll read it out. You probably speak to Clint more than I do. But yeah, it just wasn't. It was just crazy. Like it was just like, I don't know. Like sometimes things get focused on, and they're nothing, and they turn into something ginormous, and it's just like, why? Sumo says, "Yikes! Am I known as one of Bancroft's people now? You can be one of my people anytime, Sumo. Anytime you like."
I don't lay claim to any people. I'm not leading anyone through the desert.
What does the wheel think about it? That's a good. We could start doing that. What does the wheel think about certain things, Bancroft?
Let's not push the wheel too far. It's held together with duct tape and hot glue. I don't want to overdo it.
Ali says, "I'm so afraid I'll get funded and they'll think Egg Beater is too violent and destroy everything." Yeah, I mean, and that's a concern I have too with Replicator. Replicator is ultra violent, especially issue 4 is ultra violent. All the best stuff I can't show, and that pisses me off. I hate art censorship. I say it all the fucking time. It's bullshit. People should be able to censor themselves, not platform censor people. It's fucking bullshit.
Are you going to put it on Kickstarter, Ali? Because they have mega violent and mega sexy comics on there that do just fine. They never get in trouble. So it just seems to be Indiegogo that has an issue with sex and violence. But there's been a lot of really violent books on the platform. I haven't seen any that have been taken down because of that. There's certainly been, you've got to, adjust something before we can send you your money, but I think they've all gotten it done. But yeah, again, I haven't seen all of your stuff. I do know that it's pretty violent book from what I've seen. I'm not sure.
It's
might
tough,
have to
man.
censor it, like put something on it like a lot of people do, which is,
I hate that shit.
I know.
I hate it.
I know.
Ali says, "I'm fine with diversifying my platforms where people can buy, of course, just so nervous. It's natural, dude. You're going to be nervous. It's a crazy ride, crowdfunding. You go from thinking no one's going to love you to feeling the love from everyone to going back to no one loves me anymore. It's a bizarre it's a bizarre journey.
Everyone forgot about me. It's definitely like the 24-hour news cycle. Your old news, like 2 days later.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What's the new hot
crazy
thing?
All right. Crackhead, I don't want to miss this one. If I was a creator, I certainly wouldn't put all my eggs in the Indiegogo basket. I think that's where a lot of people are now. I don't think anyone's only Indiegogo anymore. But it's gonna be interesting to see what Ethan and John do with the next campaigns, though. The
most interesting thing is going to be Shane, because Shane has been building his platform for over a year. I can't remember what spurred him off, but it's something that happened ages ago. And his platform is amazing. He's done, I think Yanzi built most of it. And it's fantastic. It's
Are you saying
got
that
everything,
because she's
all
Asian?
the bells and whistles. Yeah, they make better websites, obviously.
Wow.
Look at them.
Damn. I was
I just
joking.
watched The Big Short where he's like, have you seen my quant guy? You know that scene in The Big Short? Look at him. Do you see anything different? Look at his face. Look at his eyes. Oh, it's so good. His name's Yang. He doesn't even speak English. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, no, his that's going to be really interesting. But look, here's what I think. Moving forward, if you're paying attention to the chat, especially hardcore CG guys, they're going to want options. They're not going to want to just be forced to buy something on Indiegogo or here and there. They're going to want options. So I think everyone moving forward has to factor that in. And Eric July showed that if you've got a big enough platform, you can make crazy money on your own website. And he got to keep all of it.
80 people here. Amazing, guys. Please hit subscribe and like. Would much appreciate it. Jasper says, please, no more talk of the wheel. Jasper, if you enter the competition and win, you're going to change your mind about that, potentially. I just want to tackle this from Cam. I'm more upset about Clint for the fatal lateness. I'm not, dude. I've been in a situation that Clint's in, and there's nothing you can do. There is like nothing. Like, his options are hire a new artist. No one wants that. So what is he going to do? He just has to wait. It sucks, but
yeah, this is where, when I go back to what Jim said earlier about moving away from crowdfunding, like this is where you really the realities of crowdfunding really come crashing down, in that you are in the creation phase a lot of the time. And if you're a writer, you are 100% beholden to the pace of the artist or artists. And whatever is causing that pace, and you're kind of screwed, because Clint has, luckily for Clint, he has that reputation he's already had before him. So he was able to continue on with Downcast. He was able to continue on with Dracula. But a lot of people, they're like, no, you don't start a new campaign. We still haven't, like Cal with Shinobi Sasquatch. He's just like, he's in purgatory. He's in creator limbo because he's waiting on his artist to finish pages. And yeah, you're right, man. It's like, I know that's no like compensation to the backer who's having to wait. But yeah, I don't know. There's no way around it.
40% Zed says, what happened with Fail? It's just really late. I mean, there's lots of tons of books that are late. So, I mean, maybe because we were talking about the Clint before, that's why we're talking about it now. But I mean, there's plenty of other people that fall in that same category.
Cam says don't list a delivery date at all. A lot of people didn't know you can do that. I certainly didn't know you can do that. You can, through Indiegogo, do that. When that's brought up, a lot of people say, no, that's BS. I would never back a book that doesn't have a delivery date on it. So I don't know what to do.
Yeah, this is a tough one, man. And I think this is like a problem with newer creators more so than maybe experienced creators, but maybe that's not even true in saying that. I'm fine with waiting if that's the agreement going in. I just hate the false promises. My thought, Bancroft, is like, you have the best intentions and you think you know how long things are going to take, and the reality is you don't. You have no idea. You have no idea how long things take. So you go and you say, oh, this would take 6 months, and it doesn't. It takes a year, and that's just the way it goes.
Yeah, and Geek Baba says, well, I'd listed a much later date than I thought. I need to put a disclaimer under it. Yeah, and even then, you just never. I mean, you never know. Like, there's so many things that can happen. I mean, your artist might just stop working for 8 months, and it's not as if you can go over to his house, take him by the hand, and draw it with him. Like, there's what legal and moral and pragmatic options do you have at that point?
Yeah.
But anyway, Fatal is done, and I've seen
Eric
some
says,
of the pages, and it looks pretty sick.
Yeah, I mean, dude is legit scary talented. I mean,
well,
wow.
you know, we've seen that with the same as so is Rob Willis. I mean,
Yep.
It barely gets better than him. Mate, what, Dal Keown?
I mean, Rob Willis is actually one of my favorite artists. Like, he really, I love his work. He's fantastic. Anyway, let's move on to that. Fatal's at the printer. It's done. D has gifted 5 memberships. You're a legend, man. Good to see you. I don't like it when you're not here. He's got silent Mike, bored Mo fan emojis with his member chat. And Eric Sark, Hicks villain, Eric Blodox, Maidenhell gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Jasper, I think we should get off this, but I'll read it. Fatal is late because the artist experienced some unexpected medical issues. I think there's more to it than just that, but yeah, sure. It's in the updates. I'm okay waiting. I'm more annoyed at Fragger won't fulfill his shirts. Mo has something I need to read. It says, it's not as if you can go into his house, take it by hand, and draw it with him. Lamented Bancroft wistfully.
That's a Rod joke. I like that. I know. It's not as if I could just fly over to Brazil and put a stool behind Rod and play Unchained Melody and hold him and draw behind him. I would if I could.
Cam says, I didn't mean to pile on Fatal. I'm just frustrated at a bunch of very late books. Yeah, man, you're totally acceptable and understandable to feel that way. No one thinks that you're piling on. That's cool. There's always more to the story. Yes. Okay, Bancroft, I did some maths, and this is terrifying for everybody in the chat.
Did you calculate the remainder?
I used the percentage calculator, so this could go fucking sideways on me real quick. There are 330 million Americans roughly in America, correct?
Here we go. Okay, yep.
I did some fact checking. Roughly, 2% of those people read comics daily. 2%, right? That's 6.6. 6.6 million people. Out of those, D says we're in trouble. Out of those 6.6 million people, 1% of those people would be trans. So that is 66,000 people.
Again, debatable, but continue.
All debatable. All numbers that could possibly be right, wrong, not even close. Doesn't matter. Boo Rancher says, no. Why? It's way less than, it could be way less than 1%. That's the point I'm making. Trans people aren't reading comics. That's my point. Why?
Well, some of them are. A couple.
Why are we tailoring and pandering and changing things for this fan base? The mainstream comic books with their Joker pregnant bullshit that they're doing. Like, why? Why are we doing this? Why? It doesn't make any sense.
As Ali points out, we aren't. Trans activists are. Obviously.
Well, I mean, I'm going off what the internet said.
I'm with Mike. There's just no way that there's 6 million people out there buying comics, reading a comic every day. That's just
okay. It's not the point. The point is that there's such a small amount of people reading comics, and there's such an even small amount of people who are reading comics that are trans.
Oh yeah, no,
Why-
that accounts. That's true if it's Dog Man and manga. Yes. Why, Rob? Well, obviously because they're activists.
It makes no
they're trans
sense.
activists because they're trans activists trying to push a message. It's not difficult to understand.
No, it is
like,
difficult to understand
If you
because
were like a
buying comic
hardcore
books.
Rob Hawk guy, and you're like every character has to have a Rob Hawk in it, and that's what you would do, and everyone's like, well, no one can we get rid of this haircut? You were like, no, it has to be in everything. That's what's happening. That's how. I mean, it makes perfect. I don't know why it doesn't make sense to you.
It makes no sense to me because these companies are businesses that want to make money. Theoretically, because I don't think that's the, that's the
Who
case.
told you that?
Well, it's a business. It's a business, Mike.
Rob, where have you been? Do you even CG, bro? Where have you been for the last 6 years?
I'm trying. I'm trying to
finding
make
this
sense.
stuff out.
I'm trying to figure out how stupid this is. Like, it's not like there's millions of people, millions of trans people wanting this to happen. It is the most minuscule amount of people possible.
Rob, let me catch you up on what everyone else has been talking about already for 5 years in this space that you don't listen to because you're like, oh, I don't like politics. Listen, these companies have parent companies. The parent companies subsidize their entire industry. Yeah. They don't need to make money. They haven't been trying to make money for years now. It doesn't matter. They're as they've said time and time again, these comic book companies, the customer is the stores. They force the stores to buy their shitty variant packages so that they can write down on the books, oh, look how many comics we're selling, so they can have a new article that says, oh, this is the first X character who's this, blah, 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 and on it goes. And they get to hold copyright. They get to keep the copyright because all they care about is the movie rights and blah, blah, blah. This has been going on for years. They're not actually selling comics. The only people reading comics are manga, YA sort of Dogman or Captain Underpants. And then there's a small number of people who are reading indies. That's it. The rest is just activism. This is what Comicsgate has all been about. Welcome to the party, pal.
I've only been here like 4 years. I mean, why is this the first I'm hearing of it? No, Matt Yak is in the house. Good to see you, man. I haven't seen you in a minute. He thinks there are less than 100,000 comic readers.
Yeah, I would agree. Absolutely. Which is amazing, isn't it? Considering, they sold millions in the 90s, and they're still saying this is the best time ever for comics.
Can you Google something for me? Can you Google what percentage of Japanese people read manga? I would be interested.
Very high. Same with French people. Same with French people reading comics in France. I was shocked by how many people read comics and where they are.
90%.
70%.
Wow. So I mean, that just highlights the difference, right? Even on this article that no one agreed with the numbers on, the 2%, that is 68% less than what manga are doing. It's crazy. Comics are booming, dude. It's high.
I think it would be pretty similar. Here we go. France's report, Culture Report. 88% of French people consider themselves readers, and at least 90% of them read comics. I can't do that maths. So 90% of 80% consider themselves comic book readers in France. It's like that. I got into bande dessinée because I found them next to the shampoo in a supermarket. They're everywhere. And I brought them home, and Mel's dad read it. I mean, that would never happen here. Like, I bring home a comic, and my dad reads it.
Yeah.
Like, never. It's a whole different market. The French comic book stores are amazing. I remember I went into one, and I just stood there, and I couldn't, because they're quite expensive. It's a bit like buying CG books. They're longer. They're like this. They look like this. So it's not like just picking up a floppy. But every single one of them, the next one is better than the last, and you're like, which one do I get? And they had a tiny little section for Marvel and DC that was just like in the corner somewhere.
Guys, we have 86 people in here. Does anyone feel like sharing this out on Twitter to see if we can get to 100 and break a record?
Would that be a first?
That would be 100. That would be a record. That would be amazing. That'd be really cool. But
even I will share it out again.
Engineer Wrecker for 5. Wokeness is a religion.
If we get 100 people in here, I have a very special surprise I would like to show Rob. If we can get 100 people in here.
All right. Engineer Wrecker for 5. Thank you so much. Wokeness is a religion. The employees don't care about the company making money. They will burn it to the ground, then move on to the next company. Yes, I agree. Yeah, and that's the thing. Americans read manga now. Like, it's not Japanese only. It's taking over in America, as you all are aware. Yeah, exactly, Mick Short. That's where I got my facts from. Google says 2% of US read comics. So whether you believe it or not, that's the number I went with.
That reminds me of the old Gamergate thing where they were like, 50% of gamers are women. No. Your grandmother is playing some app game. That's where they're getting that from. Or your daughter is playing some game where she, I don't know, puts a new hat on Barbie or something like that. But when you say gamers, people think dudes playing Call of Duty, So that's where the confusion comes into it.
Someone mentioned something to me today. I won't say who, because I don't know if they want me to say it, so I won't say it. You can't just be 100% a creator. It's 50-50 entertainer and creator if you want to succeed in this space. Do you agree with that, Mike?
If you want to get into the big leagues, absolutely. I'm yet to be convinced that in today's market, with the amount of people actually buying and reading and investing in new material, new characters, new IPs and stuff, yeah, you have to have that something else. You can't just get by on having the coolest comic ever made. It's not enough. You have to do something. You have to put on a show.
Yeah, you have to play a role too. Like I pretend not to be super intelligent.
You're just pretending to be retarded.
Yeah, it's an act.
Oh, it was a joke.
I've been perfecting it
this whole time.
I've been perfecting it for close on to 40 years now. I'm happy with how it's going. Thank you, everyone, for playing along. But yeah, you have to play your role. You have to figure out where you sit, I guess. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I got distracted by my awesome joke.
The point is, you can do well if you are, really good and you get your books out and everything, but you're not gonna make it big unless you are, creating that presence on YouTube, being an entertainer, and all this sort of stuff. Here you go. Roquefort is the exception to the rule. There always has to be an exception to the rule. Kenneth Roquefort, as Aldous loves to say, and I agree with him 100%, is a generational talent.
Yeah.
Like, none of us are Kenneth Roquefort. None of us can hire an artist that's Kenneth Roquefort because he would be Kenneth Roqueforting himself. Like
I can't even hire Kenneth Roquefort. I've
exactly.
tried.
So yeah, there will be an exception to rule, but for the most part, yeah, you're gonna have to be doing something else to break past that. I don't know. Is it a barrier? I think it's sort of like a backer barrier. You know, you've got the whole missing ingredient with a lot of people, and their campaigns is they haven't found a way to convince an audience to invest in them. So some people might have a big audience, like I don't know, they've got 30,000 Instagram followers, or they've got a pretty big YouTube channel, like that damn Drops guy. But they haven't convinced people to invest in them. That's what Eric July did in a way that no one else has been able to do. Ethan does it magnificently. A lot of people in CG do, but that's the secret sauce, and that's how you get into those Rini. Like, look, Rini, I still remember Rini as this sort of like, she was very tentative in the DMs, like, oh, can I come on your show, you know? And now she's literally a superstar around these parts, and she's got like, oh, we just reached 140 something. It's like, that's crazy, you know, because she's convinced people to invest in what she's doing. And yeah, that's how you kind of hit the stratosphere. So that's why so many of us, a really good portion of our time working on this stuff is building an audience, essentially.
I don't know. Do you know how old Eric is?
No, he's probably in his 30s, I reckon.
Because he's been on the internet for what, 15 years?
Well, he's young Ripper, so
yeah,
he was probably in his teens when he started, and I think he's been going for 12 years. So I'd say in his 30s.
31.
20s, says Boo Branch. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So I mean, like, you can't even like factor that in. Like, he's grown.
Oh no, it's not. Age doesn't, like, well, look at Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
You know, the guy got offered $1 billion for his business, and he was like, nah, I'm worth more than that. I'll be fine.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
And he's in his what? He's like 23, 22. I don't know how old he is.
I really like him, dude. He seems like a good person.
Like too.
He's
he's a generally good guy.
Yeah, I find Rob to be quite entertaining with his tales of the millionaire snail of death and his inventions like wooden wheels. I know, like, where else are you going to find this? Where else are you going to get all this? Yeah, you guys have a show now, don't you, Ali? Rini is intelligent and talented, feels good not to hate a woman. Wow. Yeah, you had me in the first.
Didn't you know that about women? They don't like other women?
Yeah, I mean, it makes lots of sense, doesn't it? Eric is 32. He started at 16. Yeah, you can't compare that to anyone that just jumps on at 35 years of age. Like, he's been brought up in this, you know, like he's gotten good at it. Like, that kind of experience is crazy. Yeah, she is a great artist, entertaining, passionate. She's probably like the most passionate sounding person in CG, I'd say. And most enthusiastic sounding person in CG. I can't think of anyone that tops
she can be. She can be. She's certainly the highest squealer. Yeah, no, she you know what I like about her? Obviously, beyond that, like when she won the art Fragtober and beat, was it Andy or Aaron? I think it was Aaron. Like, that was, to me, it was like, wow, like, yeah, her art is really leveling up. But on top of that, I was watching The Kings the other day. She's really she's taking the you know, the bants well. They're like, there's a lot of back and forth going between her and Malin and her and Shane. It's entertaining. So yeah, she'll continue to do really well.
Man, the bants are really rough when you first come in because you're not used to it, and it's just like, whoa, shit, that's crazy. But yeah, she's doing good. Mo says, Rob, you have something Ripper doesn't have, the wheel. I know. It's That's exactly right.
Rob is the only person who could have a wheel.
People are going to be upset that they didn't think of this wheel first. That's hopefully what happens. Oh, I wanted to show off this campaign, and we should bring up Mark Polton's campaign because he just launched, didn't he? He was on Crackheads.
He was, he was on mine a week ago.
Right. Dean is 32. Wow.
Yeah, that's weird. I would have said 23.
I would have said 7. Blaster Kid. Richard Friend. Yeah, this is insane.
Yeah, I remember when I talked about this like 3 months ago.
Yeah, and I've talked about it before as well, Mike. But I found this post today. God, do you wake up in the morning annoying, or do you have to practice it?
I mean, I became an instant mega fan of this from the second I saw it. And Kelsey's coloring it too.
Kelsey, did he show us something behind the scenes, or was that public?
No, I think we showed it off. He said I could show it off. We showed it off on a stream. And that was even just a work in progress. So
amazing. But like, this is ridiculous, dude. Like, I just keep going back to this. This is amazing.
Ali, the colors are very subtle.
Yeah.
You can tell from the artwork that it's not something that's going to be it couldn't even take like really overcooked colors. It's very subtle. But the black and white, he'll probably do a black and white as well.
If he doesn't, dude, that would be insane if he doesn't do a black and white.
It's not, Jeremy, it doesn't ruin it. It really doesn't. I thought the same thing too when I heard Kelsey was coloring. I'm like, how are you even going to color that? And he showed me it.
Can you find the colors, Mike? Can you find it?
I don't want to show it if Kelsey's not here. I mean, it was fine when he was there. But
I mean, even though he showed it live, you don't want to show it. Okay, it's cool.
Well,
it's not like we have 94 people.
I want to try and have Richard Friend on the channel. I don't want to get in trouble.
Oh wow, that's like it's good enough when Mike has him on the channel, but not,
when I have
on
Kelsey's
Rob's channel.
Explicit.
Kelsey, are you in the chat? Can we show it?
It's not in the chat.
Yeah, this is amazing though. I mean, it's hard not to say this could probably be the best looking book this year. I mean,
5 more people in the chat, and I will show off a brilliant idea I've had.
Guys,
brilliant.
5 people.
You guys don't even know. Like, this idea is inspired.
Is this Rob level idea, or is it surpassed that?
I don't think you could have come up with an idea this good.
Shit.
I'll just put it out there.
Wow. I mean, yeah, this is amazing, man. I can't get over it. I mean,
yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's about. I see kind of like alien type monsters. Yeah, I'm like, this is what I say when I say art opens doors.
Yeah,
like you could sell a book just on that. You say this is what the book is going to be like, just that one image, and you would be like, that's it. I'm in. You know, I don't care what it is. $50, I'll take it. Like I don't need to know what the story is. I'm like that. I just, again, this is hitting me in those Euro zones. This is the kind of stuff you see over there, and it's crazy.
This is one of those books, like a Roquefort type book, that it doesn't matter like the promotion or how many channels he goes on. I'll back this because it looks just fucking incredible. If he does, he would be insane, and he won't, because he would be insane if you didn't do a black and white
It'd be
version.
silly not to do
it would just be so.
You're putting that much effort into your black and whites. I mean, this is like Wrightson levels of.
This is
it's different, but like the detailing is. Yeah, it's pretty
KSSS, don't you dare leave. We're on 96 people. There's only 4 to go. Don't you dare leave.
4 to go. Come on.
Get on one of your olds.
Do you not have, like, call your grandma.
Get on your old accounts. We're gonna hit 100.
Yeah, this is turning a leaf. You've never had 100 in here. That's amazing.
I know,
I
right?
told you this time slot was good. As long as
It's
we're not
amazing. It's amazing
streaming
what
over
happened.
Shane and John and Ethan and
That's
you know
it.
Yellow Flash, we do good. We do well. How's your father? You be quiet. No one start up a stream.
Darko D13, good to see you. I don't think I've seen you before. Friends and artists. I thought he did artist showcases. Found him from a Silvestri vid. I don't know his history, but he's meant to be predominantly in Inca, Mike. Predominantly in Inca. Is that what I'm?
Yeah, Kelsey. I wasn't aware of him. Kelsey told me all about him. He has a channel. He does great stuff over there. I've watched a few. I haven't caught as much as I would like to, but yeah. I mean, I don't even know what to say. What's Mel?
What's Mel saying? She's saying,
I've got to show this later. I'm going to show this when we get to 100. Come on, can we not? Is there no one else? I know we've dropped 2. Are we not being entertaining?
I thought we were. Are there any other campaigns you guys in chat want me to bring up? I like bringing them up when people are here, so just let me know. Joe Ball was here, wasn't he? So Joe Ball we can bring up. Death. We can put that on the page.
Yeah, Joe's crushing it. Jasper says Richard claims his style is mostly inspired by Travis Charest. There you go. I can see that. Oh no, we're heading backwards. You've peaked.
Oh well.
You peaked at 96.
Hey, sometimes you have to finish second to finish first.
All right. Mo says it's because I refused to show ARO in CG Vacation. I didn't refuse to. I actually found it, and then I look Kelsey Shannon. Look at that gorgeous piece there. Stickers versus Booksmark is closing soon. Also, Beckoned is closing tomorrow.
Yeah, can you give me some campaigns to bring up?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that is that. Let me go full screen. I've said this before. I'll say it again. That is my favorite, and I think it is the best Dan Lawless piece.
My favorite is the Kozor one and the of the Dan Lawless pieces, Kozor and Terror in the Trenches.
Guys, we're at 90. We're dropping. We got to get back up.
This will get him back. Look at that huge woman.
Lying
on a beach. She's a 50-foot woman.
She's massive. You know what they should have? They
cool
really should have put
cigarette.
Camel's version in there. That would have been so much better.
It would have been funnier.
It would have been
Imagine
awesome.
if that had happened. I'm proud of that piece. I like that hand I drew.
No, I'm not
Big
showing
boobs.
CG trailers. I don't like watching trailers, honestly. Yeah, Stickers versus Bookmarks is closing out very shortly. 150 backers. Choose. Do you like stickers or bookmarks? It's not even a question. I don't understand how this happened. I mean, it's clearly bookmarks. Why would you ever choose a sticker over a bookmark? Good input, Bancroft. Well done. Thanks.
I look. I don't know. I don't know if I have many uses for bookmarks, but then again, I don't really have any uses for stickers either. I'm all about magnets. Did you see my magnet post today?
No.
On YouTube, I asked that question. I got some interesting responses.
Dan Lawless is back. Yeah, we're just talking about, man. I've said this before, Dan, but I think your ARO piece is the best piece you've done. I think it's the best piece in the book too. It was amazing. So, hats off, dude. It's amazing. Why not a sticker book? How would that work? You'd stick it to a page and then it'd be stuck. That makes no sense. Yeah, magnets. I know magnets are clearly better.
Magnets. How do they work?
You know what they needed to have though, Bancroft? You know what they were missing? Slap bands. Got to bring back the slap bands.
Well, a broken clock is right once every blue moon, and that's not one of those times. Yeah, I showed this. People are responding to this. So these are my emojis for that the members can use on my channel, and these are the. I got one of these through Neff from Mavericks. And I thought this was really cool. This one's a pin. but I don't really have any use for pins. I thought, you know what, this would be cool as a magnet instead of that. They're cool little acrylic die cut things. And I thought maybe I just asked people like, would you be interested in buying this? Initially, people were like, nah, I've got enough tchotchkes. But then a bunch of people said, yeah, I would actually be interested in this. So I know I might make these and sell them.
For me, there's not much interest. Like that doesn't really
That's
interest
fine.
me.
I don't know.
But
Like for me, it's like
think
I
people
always
would
like
like
having
it.
magnets on my fridge.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna have magnets, I would prefer to have an F Danny on my fridge every day. So yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of people would be interested in them. I think a lot of people would buy them. I don't think it's probably not for me though. But yeah, I think,
that's
I
what
think
a
they do
lot
really
of
well.
people. That's a lot of people were saying.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Especially people that like love your channel, man. They'd be down for that, sure.
Hopefully, we'll see.
Comics Legend says, "What happened to Camel Knights? Nothing. It's on a break."
Well, I mean, something did happen. We kind of Camel always does this. He likes to do seasons. Yeah. So there was season 1, season 2, and we'll be going into season 3 for the future. We'll see how that goes. I'll leave it up to Camel to announce things. We'll be launching the new season though of the newly revamped video game show. I think there's a new name. There'll be new.
That's tomorrow.
Intros and everything, and we'll be playing Super Nintendo games. So,
do we know what game it's going to be?
Yes, I do, but I don't know if he's announced it yet. So, it's a good one.
Okay, cool, awesome. Are there other campaigns you want to bring up? I couldn't find Death. It's like I've searched Death.
Probably shadow banned.
That's why, isn't it? Yeah, that's exactly why. I'm like, it
usually
usually comes up. And Sierra Whiskey's got to sign up. He's in the chat. If you can find that as well, that'd be awesome. Anyone else, let me know in the chat, and I'll try and bring it up. Super Nintendo. That'd be awesome.
It will be. A Super Nintendo is my favorite platform. My favorite, whatever it's called. Console. Yeah. That's what I grew up with.
Cam says, which season will he introduce the annoying kid to boost ratings? That was me last season, Cam. He's already introduced me.
I'm looking for no cover, Sierra. You need to put the link in your thing. I'm scrolling down here. I can't find it.
Don't make Bancroft do work, Sierra. You're going to make it easy for him. Battle Brick Road 2. Yeah, let's get that one up too, Bancroft. Let's get you doing some work today.
I can't. I'm sorry, man. I can't find it.
I did a video on Death. You can DM me, Sierra, on Twitter if you want. That's really good, Eric.
How are we going? How are we looking here? 91.
92.
We're struggling. We are struggling.
He tagged on Twitter. Was
not
it me?
Popular enough. You're just not popular.
You don't have to be an asshole about it. Jesus.
He tagged.
This is the highest I've ever got.
I said we're not popular enough. I didn't say you. I included myself in it.
That's unbelievable. God damn it.
I mean, the writing's on the wall.
How do you deal with this, Mel, every day? Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
We got another one. See, when I insult you, we get another viewer. I'm just giving people what they want. All right, so I sent you that.
What's this? Malin not getting the cover.
Have you not seen this? This is Sierra Whiskey's book he's doing with Donald DeLay, where it's all about Malin, or a Malin-esque type character, going to Canada to hunt down his cover.
But where is his book with the Skelton pilot guy? That looks sick. Where's that?
I don't know what's happening with it. I don't know. He's making this first, all right?
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Malin go into I mean,
thank you. Mike Murphy tweeted out. He said, get in here.
That would be
Joe
amazing.
Ball tweeted out, let's get the hundo. There's people who believe in you, Rob.
Let's do it. Do it for your country, the red, white,
There's at
and the
least
blue.
two. There's at least 2 people out there who believe you can do it.
This would be fun.
It's Malin. He's looking for his Dow Kyoan cover. I think it's fun. I think it's funny. Malin's got a massive arm there.
This is like my multi-millionaire snail killing idea. It's kind of in that kind of ballpark, isn't it?
I'm telling you, you're an idiot for not going ahead with that.
Well, I might. This is crazy too. Death, over 1,000 backers now. Insane. The grind, Bancroft. The grind.
Yeah, you got to respect the grind.
207 backers to 1,039. That's insane. Nearly 80 grand. Absolutely crazy. 300 pages of Joe Ball goodness.
Yeah, he's out there wheeling and dealing, getting in front of some big crowds with Yellow Flash and Replicator Law. He's finally getting the attention that a book like this needs and deserves.
We need
300 friggin' pages.
We need to be better friends with Joe Ball so he can help us be friends with other people.
We've got Mel wrote in the chat.
Groined?
The grind. How many vowels in grind?
Love it.
I can't wait for this book. I think I was a day one backer on this one.
Joe Ball is one of Crackhead's favorites, if not his favorite. Roquefort, Joe Ball. I don't know who else, but Crackhead absolutely loves him. Oh, look at that. Stretch goal 100K. All backers get signed books. Beautiful, man. What else we got?
I don't know.
Oh, that's it. Okay. Cool.
I've got something big to show, but apparently 8 people don't want to hear it. So 7 people.
If you're not signed up to the no cover mailing list, don't miss out. You'll get a free trading card when you sign up. Yep, do sign up. Mods will chuck the link in the chat because they're awesome. Yeah, Roquefort and Joe Ball, your favorites. Oh, cool. Launching in March. The art completed before we launch. Donald DeLay is drawing it. Awesome, man. Oren, yeah, dude, he's killing it, isn't he, Bancroft? We've got to get him drawing some of my characters. That'd be sweet.
Well, you got to go on Arvid's show. He'll do it for free.
Yeah, dude.
But then I guess if you want to use it, you probably want to pay him.
Yeah.
Slave labor. I just put another link in there for another cool project that you should check out.
This is what we
Why
do.
did you whine like that? What was that noise?
It was
I changed it to I originally had it like the stretch goal to 200 backers. I thought that'll definitely come before 6,000. I did a bit of maths in my head. And then was I wrong? So it's already gone way past what I originally was thinking I was going to get to, which is 6,000 for the stretch goal. And we're still way away from 200 backers. So I changed it and said, no, $6,500 now to unlock. If you scroll down,
Mike, that's really interesting. As soon as I brought this up, we lost 5 viewers. So I mean, make of that what you will.
Yeah, but that was from before.
Oh right,
that's rolled over.
Oh right, okay, yeah. Yeah.
How's your father? Says Bancroft, can I get that cover with the perspective fixed? No.
You cannot get our cover with the perspective fixed. How's your father? What are you talking about? I mean, that is pure, beautiful Rob Arnold goodness there. I see my name isn't on the cover. Bancroft.
If I do the magnets, I think I'll be adding it to the campaign here. So you'll be able to back it. And that'll probably tick us over there. So that'll be, something fun. But I just got to figure out how to actually do it. Oh, Jasper got his notification that Jasper picked up the last 3 of the first editions, signed by Mel and I.
Jasper is a mad lad. Hyperwizard says, "Why didn't you make the cars closer to the camera?" I said that. He didn't want to listen to me.
He did not say that.
Yeah, no, I didn't say that at all. Go back this. Let's get him to 200 backers. He's all right. He's an all right kind of guy. He does okay.
We're dropping
We're bleeding out.
Bleeding viewers. We should stop promoting. Come up with a really interesting topic. And then we'll get to 100.
Well, Mo made a really interesting point that 80 viewers or 90 viewers is 120 in dollary dues. So be angry again, Rob. I've used all my anger up. Oh, D sent us a topic, Bancroft. It's a new crowdfunding platform. I forgot to bring it up. Let me find it. He emailed it to me.
We could also talk about my YouTube channel.
But do we want to grow backers or lose backers?
I've had 100 people watching my show.
You've been streaming for like 3 years.
2 years.
Joe says, yo, dudes, Indiegogo may have not made this clear, but if a campaign doesn't pick up at least 2 backers every 48 hours, it will not show up in their search.
Damn. They're getting harsh over there. They're getting harsh. Yeah, they added that, I think, about 6 months ago. I didn't know it was every 48 hours. I thought it was every week or something. That's rough.
So this is backed by, I don't know much about it. D sent it to me today. It is a bankless, decentralized, uncensorable content subscription protocol for creators. D would probably have to explain it, but it's run by a guy who's really out there, says lots of crazy things. So
this is on a blockchain, I'm guessing.
D would really need to explain it. He really shouldn't have sent it. He should have sent it to you, because then you would have understood it.
No, not really. I don't really know too much about this stuff, but I mean, I take their word directly to the blockchain.
Oh,
so
it's still here.
It's a crowdfunding thing. Is it all crypto? I don't really know how this works either. I like unlimited freedom from censorship. I mean, unlimited freedom from censorship sounds good, but there's some things that I don't think should be crowdfunded, if you know what I mean. Like some degenerate, illegal things.
It's all crypto.
Yeah, like how do they deal with that? Like there's some weird stuff going in that image. Pigs and pumpkins. Like, are the animals alive or are the vegetables alive? Why are they the same size? There's a bird in there. There's an elephant in there that's the same size as a turnip.
What does that got to do with anything?
I don't know. It's just emblematic. We'll see. Look, I don't know. I think there should be some rules. You know what I mean? I don't know how that works. Maybe D knows.
All right, man. We're not going to hit 100. It's not going to happen. What's the idea?
All right. Well, maybe we'll hit 100 once I show this.
Let's hang on. Let me do a poll in chat. Will Bancroft's idea be good? Hang on. Good or suck? Let's see it. Let's see.
I don't think you're ready for it. I don't think you're ready for it. Okay.
I'm not ready for you having an idea that doesn't come from me.
So, well, it's another one of those ideas that just was floating around in the air. And
Is this an idea that I had and you've stolen another one from me?
No.
Or who have you stolen this one from? Is this your actual own idea for once?
All my ideas are my own ideas. I'm just going to turn this down a little bit here so that you can see, because I don't think you're ready. Mo, you have it, buddy. This is my new idea. We have a spinning wheel. It actually spins. It's very stable.
I hate you right now.
It's very round. Listen to that sound. Look, it's got a star. That can be the Golden Gay Time area. It's very sturdy. I like the size of it because it fits it actually fits in the camera. I could go.
Why
down
do
even
you have
more
this?
here.
Why do you have this?
What do you mean? Why? Because I think it would be a great idea if we did giveaways and we select the things and we put the prizes onto the wheel and then you can spin it. Listen to that sound.
Bancroft.
Hang on. I want to do some ASMR. Listen to that sound. And it actually spins too. And it's random and
we had a great
tell me your honest opinion.
We had a great show. We had a record amount of people attending, and then you go and do me like this at the end. I can't believe that. Chat, do not stand.
You just got a super chat for the
do
wheel.
Not stand for this.
It is a nice wheel, isn't it?
D. Now that's a good-looking wheel, Mike.
Anyway,
that hurt to read, D.
Good.
That was rough, man. That was
66% of people say it's going to be a good idea.
It's a fucking shit idea.
Schnelly, hello, darling. It says that's Bancroft's best idea yet.
It's soulless.
It has a stand.
Oh, God damn, Mo. This is bullshit, Bancroft. This is a total rip-off of Rob. And by that, I mean the way Rob is a third wheel on the game show. Damn it. Why do you have this? Why do you have this?
Improved? Why do I have it?
Yes.
Because it was at IKEA and it was $20. And I like that we were able to get a clearly superior wheel.
Get bent.
$20.
Are you kidding me? Look at this thing. Look at
Rob,
this.
turn it around and let's see the difference in the engineer. Turn it all the way around.
You know what? You're mainstream. You're soulless. You sold out to a corporation. Look at this.
Let's do a spin-off. Let's do a spin-off.
I can't believe
Ready?
you, Bancroft. I cannot believe you.
Ready?
Now, if you're there, can you be disappointed in Bancroft for me?
This is the one who bought it. Ready? I'll do ready, set, spin. Ready, set, spin.
Now, I need to adjust my clicker.
I didn't need to adjust anything.
I hate you so much right now. This is terrible.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! That is an omen. That is fate. That is destiny staring you in the face. It just landed on the number 1 star. I didn't touch that. That happened.
I wish you all the success in the world.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you.
I can't believe this. This is just
treachery. This is what betrayal feels like to Rob.
I now know what Caesar felt like. Lying on that cold mausoleum on the floor.
It was actually the Senate House, but yeah. Well, anyway, I mean, after our giveaway is done, or maybe before our giveaway is done, I'll be doing some giveaways.
Don't you? This is crazy.
I plan to do giveaways. I have things to give away for when I do Paint to Death.
Yeah,
Look,
you sold.
Sketch
You
cards,
sold.
I've got
You
trading
sold it
cards.
to the devil.
I've got ginger root hands. I've got lots of things to give away. And I can't be having a wheel. I've got kids in the house. I can't have a wheel that's potentially dangerous.
I will make you a promise. I will make you a promise. If you invite me to your house, I'm going to destroy that wheel. I'm not joking.
I'm going to send the wheel away. Oh, I'll just go get another one. It's $20.
I can't.
But I got too.
I can't believe the betrayal.
I got these little stickers made up because you remember how you bought all of the self-sealing bags in Australia, the comic bags. Remember you did that?
I'm so angry at you.
Anyway,
I
don't have any self-sealing bags anymore, so I bought some stickers to seal them up. What are you angry about, Rob?
Out of all the people that could have stolen the wheel idea. I didn't think it would be you.
Really? Really? You didn't think it
Wow.
would be me? Rob, you're not going to cry, are you?
Mel,
You
how
look a
much
bit
would
teary-eyed.
how much would it cost for you to go in there and break that spinning wheel?
Mel
right now?
bought it. Do you know how much you would upset my kids if you broke their spinning wheel? Mel had to put it together too. That was time and labor.
Unbelievable. This is insane.
Cam says my wheel looks more sanitary. D says this is like a Greek tragedy.
This is unbelievable.
You'll still have your wheel, Rob.
Well, it's not the same now.
I'll just have a superior wheel that's clean.
I don't even know where to go here. Sean says this is the best
this
thing
is way better
that's ever happened on Rob's channel. Great job,
I agree.
Bancroft.
Yeah, it's a compliment. That's a compliment.
Ren says Bancroft bringing kids into this.
Oh, I always do. Emotional blackmail. That's how I operate.
Your wheel is like you, Bancroft. Heartless and soulless.
Eric says, I'd pay to have Mel break the wheel over Bancroft's head. My head isn't that hard. This is sturdy wood. Plastic. It looks a little wobbly, but this would hurt. This would hurt if Mel were to break this fine.
It does. It already hurts, Bancroft, in my heart.
My head.
Where you've stabbed me. No, seriously though, destroy the wheel. Get rid of it.
I won't be using the wheel while you have the wheel privileges, Rob. Don't worry about it. All right?
Unbelievable.
I'm allowed to have my own wheel. You don't own wheels.
What are you talking about?
Mo says this is the greatest Rob Teenth ever. He also said Rob is baying like a basset hound.
Damn right.
Darko says Fifi's wrecked.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I did patent it. I put a sticker on it last week, remember?
That is true. He did do that.
D says, we all like supporting the Special Olympic Robs. Your wheel is like that one-legged person crossing the line in the 100 meters. This is why we can't have nice things.
Perth says another good idea, Bancroft. Thank you. I mean, let's go through the good ideas I've had, shall we? It started with the chrome pen.
Oh my God.
That was a great idea.
Why do I tell you anything? Why do I tell you anything?
What other great ideas have I had? I can't remember now. There's so many.
CG now?
Yep.
CG now calendar?
That was a fantastic idea.
CG now calendar? Yep. Was one more that you stole. That ruined my holiday.
I don't agree that I stole them. These ideas, they're just floating around in front of me. And I just pluck them out of the air.
Robbie's melting away.
Darko points out the traffic lights. That one actually was Rob's idea. I'll give him that. He can have the traffic lights. You get that, Rob.
Well, what's my cut? What's my cut?
Your cut is the knowledge that you helped with the cover.
Unbelievable.
Exposure bucks. The ether provides, says Jay Ryan.
Wow. I don't want to say you ruined the stream, but you ruined the stream. I mean,
how did I ruin the stream?
Because I was happy, and now this is what you've done. I hope you're happy with yourself, mate.
Read what Sarah Whiskey just wrote.
Oh, Jesus God. Be strong, Rob. Be strong. Woof. Holy shit. All right.
Rob.
That's
all
it.
right.
That's it, guys.
It's a toy for my kids, Rob. It's okay.
That's it.
All right. They're allowed to have a toy.
That's it.
I won't even
Stream's
keep it in the
over.
cottage. I won't even keep it in the cottage. How about that? We'll take it inside.
Yeah. That's going to happen next now. Camel's going to get his own fucking wheel. And I'm going to lose my
Camel,
shit.
Camel will get a golden wheel made
my
of metal. That
Can you
like
imagine that? That's what sends me postal. Camel gets the wheel after you get the wheel.
I think it might. I think it might. We're not taking away the bogan wheel, Rob. The bogan wheel has already displayed its
Stupid sexy Flanders! Ow, my leg! This is the worst pain ever! Go! Go!
I saw that, Sumo. He says, "Why do you want to take away the kid's toy, Rob?" I saw that. I'm putting it down to his. He wanted to break it across my head. I'm putting it down to his emotional state right now. That's why he would say such hurtful things to the children.
You say much more hurtful things to the
children.
But
you're trying to hurt my kid's feelings. You're trying to break little 5-year-old Clark in there going, Mama, why does Rob want to break my favorite new toy that I just got from chez IKEA? That's what he calls it, by the way, because he speaks French.
Don't try and make Clark sound cute. I know Clark is
That's
cute.
literally how he talks.
I've got his picture up on my wall.
Maman, pourquoi est Rob trop méchant? That's what he would say to Mel right now. Mel says he's stress eating biscuits. And you know he is. He's like, will Papa come back in with my favorite toy? And Mel's like, I don't know. It's up to Rob.
All right, that's the end of the show, guys. Thanks, everyone. This was a great... 95% of this stream was magic. It was absolutely fire.
And then the other 5% was just pure platinum Robin Bancroft.
That last 5% was like someone ripping out your heart and just crushing it in their hands. I enjoyed it. I don't even know how to end a stream now with that.
Do the Lucent thing.
No, this is how I feel after the spinning wheel that Mike has displayed for everybody. Catch you all later. Thank you everyone so much for the super chats and members. There's so many of you tonight. Incredible. I missed a member. Someone became a member. I think it was Engineer Rekka. It was a long time ago. I forgot about it. Sorry, Engineer Rekka. If it was you, appreciate it. This is how Mike has made me feel.